Here, Mindy?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, cool. Sorry, I didn't ask at all
And
before I just started.
I think we already had kind of planning and discussion. I think we kind of came up with some sort of plan.
Which is everyone does their own plan and we all hope for the best.
Oh God!
I'm talking about the voice one. I'm talking about the voice robot one.
Which one?
All right, so guys,
The one about forging his voice and like making a fake leaked tape about him talking about how he was betraying her.
Oh, okay. I heard like 4 different plans, so I assumed we were trying all.
No, I'm
Which
talking
one of
about
you does a good Billy Bush impression?
all right, so for watchers, if anyone's just now joining us, because we started and stopped, and this is also for recording purposes, our players are now deciding what they want to do in order to approach the wedding and deal with Captain Roseanne and Captain Scruffy getting married and strengthening their respective pirate crews. Holy shit! I just realized I'm not wearing my glasses. Fuck. Anyways, um, so yeah, they're about to plan for that, and yeah, I want to hear what you guys came up with while we were on break and away.
I think our final decision. I think we came up with a few different plans, but I think the last one we talked about was we were going to get the robot to pretty much take a sample of Scruffy's voice from the internet or something, replicate it, and then we're going to make a script about like and have him record in that voice betraying Roseanne, and then we'll leak it to her, quote unquote. We'll leak it like he actually like said those things and someone recorded it.
That's
and now sending it to her.
That's actually super funny. But is that what everyone wants to do? I don't want to just go with what you guys kind of decided, but and how would you guys want to prepare?
That was just the last thing we talked about.
I'm perfectly happy to make that our initial plan, even though it will go wrong.
As plans always do.
Yeah, that's
Mindy,
what punching.
Mindy.
That's what punching is for, obviously.
Our Mindy is also sending a message to Dr. Davies so that and letting him know that we are taking on the job to disrupt the wedding, and so that when it comes time, we can then go back to them and say, look, we've done the job, and them not say, well, you're just taking advantage.
All right, so when you
so she's sending a message to Dr. Davies.
Yeah, to do that, all you have to do is just on the tablet in the contract file, there's actually a link that you can click that's like his contact information or what have you. And you click it and it opens like an email type thing and you send him a message and he replies back saying that, you give him like some kind of identification code that he can refer back to later and your name or whatever. And, he says, Godspeed, good luck, report back with what happens, best of luck.
Awesome.
So yeah, he is now aware that you guys are, taking on his contract to disrupt the pirate wedding.
Okay. Awesome.
And how did you guys want to prepare for this plan that you are going to undertake? How do you exactly want to approach it?
Well, like I said, we need to get the robot to,
Asta, who's talking? Is it Asta or Roden?
It's Roden. I'm just speaking out of character right now.
Because I couldn't tell. The robot has a name. Apparently, it's Steve.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks.
Again, I'm talking out of character right now. So.
Oh boy.
Also, I'm not good with names, so.
Roden, why are you speaking to the wall like that? What happened to your voice? I'm sorry.
Some people, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Oof. I'm sorry because I just got in trouble for calling him the robot.
Here. His voice makes a fake leaked tape, and we send it to Roseanne. That simple. Now we just need to get a snippet of his voice from the internet, which no doubt there is somewhere.
I don't think it's going to be that easy, but it's worth a shot.
Who's
I mean,
gonna
it's-
search for this?
I think all of us should search for this.
I'll let you
Him
all
on
do a
Snapchat.
roll on that.
I follow him on Snapchat.
Master goes through his old cassette tapes of like famous incidents in the galactic history.
I'm dying.
Dude,
Oh, boy.
there's the internet. We're in space.
Does he do any vlogs?
Does he have like?
Does he have a podcast?
All of you guys,
Podcast?
give me an intellect roll.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
I'm not gonna tell you the difficulty, but things that apply to like. Oh yeah, go on.
I was going to say, can I use my my skill in knowledge of technology and law?
Yes, for sure. Lore, for sure.
Ah, crap.
Can my knowledge of pop culture help me to find his YouTube channel?
I would say yes. You could definitely add that as an asset for this, or excuse me,
right.
as part of the skill thing. But yeah,
I'm bad at
Coming up with these good ideas.
And
But,
you know what? I'm gonna stick a level of effort on there too.
Oh boy!
oh my god. They're eating her, and now they're going to eat.
Well,
Okay.
that's a 5, but I put a level of effort and I have an asset, so it's really more like an 11.
Aster breaks the internet.
What about me?
All right, so you all, it was a difficult thing to find accurate enough voice thing to copy and emulate his thing, and especially with Aster's one, you guys all just end up on the same YouTube channel. It's like again on the same tangent of before, where you found more of on a parody type website. You all just
Wait, I follow his Snapchat. Well, how did that happen? Where did that lead from?
I'm using this in his one as an intrusion. Unless you want to re-roll it, I'll give you that opportunity now. But I'm gonna just keep it going because no one said anything about re-rolling. So with my intrusion, I'm saying that you guys. I mean, you can say that you follow the Snapchat or whatever, but through your little investigative search that happened just now, and you all discovered really none concrete for a voice. It's more parody things, and even on his Snapchat, he was just Snapchatting space puppies. He wasn't even talking. It was just him giggling at space puppies. And you couldn't get an accurate read off his voice off that.
Yeah, he's one of those paranoid people. I bet he uses DuckDuckGo and everything.
And
Okay.
yeah, so you guys, none of you get a good enough read to do that voice plan.
I would like to check Roseanne's social media for voice. Can I do that?
I could, yeah, you guys can all definitely do that too. I'll let you guys all retry it in this fashion where you find Roseanne's voice.
Oh, look at that. I got an 18 now.
Oh, 19. I got a 19.
All right, so you guys definitely this time find a good enough voice clip, but not of Scruffy's voice, of Roseanne's voice.
Yeah.
That
So
you
we'll just do the opposite. We'll just switch them.
Yeah.
But Rodette, and what would you like to do with your minor effect? You can introduce some sort of little thing to the story. It doesn't even necessarily have to do with this role per se. I'm pretty flexible. And also, you other two can roll if you'd like, just to see if you get more major effects or whatever. But there's also the off chance that you get a 1, but that's up to you guys if you want to roll it. But yeah, you can introduce some kind of minor effect if you'd like, Rodon.
I don't know. What's a good minor effect, guys?
Yeah, you guys can brainstorm it. I don't mind brainstorming. You guys can.
Let's see.
Minor effect for this.
You find what's the captain's name again? Captain Scruffy.
Yeah, Scruffy.
You find a very almost deleted. You refresh the page at the right moment where he accidentally posts his internet search history. Right before he deletes it, so you're the only ones in Snapchat.
This was just going through his We were going through Roseanne's stuff in this one.
Oh, Roseanne stuff. Roseanne search history.
Yeah,
I mean, you could get either or. I mean, it's up to you guys. You could take Roseanne's or Scruffy's. It's really.
Wait, can I find on the internet like? No, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what's a good effect for this.
I mean, the web history is an okay one. You guys could also possibly have discovered some little detail about the
We
wedding.
find Roseanne's eHarmony profile. It's still set to single technically.
You could probably
we find a video of her with another guy.
No, that's a little too much. That would be like a major effect. I could give you that you find a screenshot or something of her, like what's his face just said, Ink Spitter, that you find her like dating profile online or whatever, and it says, it doesn't say that she's in a relationship. It still says single.
And it has like all the things that she's looking for in a man or woman.
And
or robot.
none of it lists anything about Captain Scruffy. And if you were to present it to Captain Scruffy, he may look at it in a negative light for some. It depends, but you do have. I'm pitching this. You don't have to use this.
Honestly, I really want to know if they actually have feelings for each other, or if this is just purely political.
With this minor effect, can I find some like old Twitter beef Roseanne had with some like with other space pirates before, and she was like calling them out or something?
You can definitely see that she's like a drama queen on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something that you want? Yeah, that could definitely be a thing. Like you can,
yeah.
So you definitely find
Past
some
history with other people and like beefs.
Yeah, so you definitely have that. You dredged up her Twitter history, and now you have this like log of like beef between other Twitter users, whether it be with exes or flings or whatever have you. Any sort of like little drama here and there. There's not a super ton of it, but it is present.
Yeah, but we also, the main thing was we got the voice we needed for to correctly imitate her voice. Steve can imitate her voice. We got enough of it, right?
For sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so what do you guys want to know?
I guess we hand it over to Steve. We need to get it right. Exactly what you say. We need to get it exactly right. We need to make it so it seems like he's talking to someone else in the room about how stupid he is or something.
Yeah.
And how she's gonna betray him as soon as possible. So we need to find out the right thing for this.
So, for Steve to accurately learn or modulate his voice into Roseanne's voice, you guys have the recording, which is enough for him to go off of to get it into his system. But Steve, you're gonna have to give me an intellect roll to actually get that data or get the accurate modulation or what have you, the tinkering of your body or whatever, so that your voice can produce Roseanne's voice instead of your own.
Yeah, sure. To make it really good.
It's so obvious. There's episodes of Roseanne out. That's what we could.
That's not necessarily her voice, though.
I would imagine if she got this face surgery, she got the voice surgery too.
Oh boy! If you had given me 3 EXP, if anyone had 3 EXP, I would have allowed that immediately as a major effect.
I only got the one. By the way, just in case, and in the pursuit of being fair, I did roll a 1 earlier. If you didn't catch that.
No,
I did. That's why we failed it.
Yeah, that's why you failed.
The first one.
Yeah, that's why you guys all failed horribly at finding Scruffy's voice. That's
okay.
all.
I must have missed that.
That's why you all got.
Sometimes you guys cut out for me.
Oh, sorry about that. It might be my internet. Because I don't know. I guess maybe because I'm streaming or something. But if I ever cut out, just let me know and I'll repeat myself. I have no problem going over something that might have been missed. But yeah. So, can you give me an intellect roll?
Yeah, would this be mechanics?
Yeah, you can say there's mechanics. You're basically tweaking or modifying your body or voice box or whatever, however you want to flavor it, to get it onto your body or person or memory banks or whatever you want to call it.
All right, cool.
So I'm not gonna tell you the difficulty. So just give me a. Let me look at your shit. Uh,
So I can hit a difficulty 3.
I would say, yeah, you successfully went and did that. You grafted it.
Alright.
Like now you have a mode where you can switch your voice to sound like Roseanne's voice.
However,
It sounds
in the
perfect.
process of this, you lost 1 episode of MASH.
Oh boy, yo,
I think that's the trade-off for this.
take a point of experience for that.
All right.
Me or him?
You.
That was awesome.
Yo, I appreciate it. How do you like it?
But yeah, now you have the capability to emulate Roseanne's voice.
At great personal loss, I have successfully modulated my voice. Now, what are we gonna say? Are we going for like what information did we get with that minor effect about him? He loves dogs. This could be like we could bring up a few things, but definitely one of them should be that she's like not a dog person.
No, I think what we do is we make it so that she's like, ha, what an idiot this guy is, thinking that we'll actually share the power together. When eventually, actuality, I'm just gonna kill him.
That seems kind of specific.
And
I think that's like talking to like one of her lesser like people and is being like, yeah, this is what an idiot this guy is, right?
Yeah.
But guys, one thing, I don't know if you guys discussed this or how you said you want to actually deliver this message. So how are you going to go about actually talking to Scruffy or leaving him a message, or what do you want to do?
Does anyone have his IM?
Your contact.
You could definitely reach out to Alesto to find a way to directly contact Scruffy.
No, Alesto will be the one giving it to him. I found this. Boss, I found this. Give it here. And then you know.
And then you know. Though I'm seeing a potential complication there. If one of them wants to kill the other one, then the marriage itself might become a trap, and it'll just leave a power void, which the other one will take over. So it might be in our best interest that they both just hate each other and not try to kill each other.
I mean, but we need to figure out some way. I mean, again, this isn't a marriage out of love. They don't care what each other like and dislike. It's about
all right. I'm just watching out for complications. I call up.
I mean, do we know for sure that it's about power?
We know at least it's about power. This line is.
We could just go in and kill both of them.
I am all for that.
Rodan looks super happy.
I mean, that's definitely Plan B.
I pull up Alesto on the IM chat. Alesto, we got a package for you to send to your boss. You got a direct line to him?
Are you guys voice chatting or text chatting, but either way?
Text chatting, but I'm saying it with my voice for some reason.
No, you can definitely say it with your voice.
Kind of guys that when you type it, he talks it, you know?
He replies back, sure thing, I can give him anything you want, as long as, you get it to me.
All right. We'll hand it off at the wedding, I guess, unless, wait, can we just send it as a file?
He says to you, what exactly you guys trying to do?
I explained the plan to him in detail.
He doesn't need to know the plan. He just needs
He's on our side.
We don't know that.
We don't know that.
He's my friend.
Guys.
He's my contact.
So what does that say about him?
For certain, all you guys know, what Aster says is true. You can trust him, and I'm telling you as a GM, I'm not trying to trick you or anything. He's very trustworthy. Like
For
even
the
though you guys
sake of
don't
the
know
long
him,
shot,
yeah,
you
yeah,
can trust the Lesto.
exactly. I don't want to like you guys. If this was a longer like running thing, we could have went on like a do we trust
I
the
changed my
Lesto
mind. He's a
type
very
arc.
trustworthy man.
But
Aster
he's
walks back into the
trustworthy.
bar and throws a bar glass at the first person we see. No, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be real.
So the content of the tape, I'm gonna say that it's like, how about Rodan? Basically, I just need you to play along
As the goon?
as like the other guy.
Yeah, exactly. I got you.
And she's basically like talking to somebody that she's having an affair with. She's talking to somebody that she's having an affair with, right? And she like and then you ask about, about the guy she's marrying, and she says, "Oh, that's nothing. He'll be out of the way after the wedding, and you'll be a pirate king."
That is perfect.
Then,
I love that.
At the wedding, when they ask for objections, you show up with your voice, which he will recognize, and object, profess your love for her.
As a young and single man.
Punch people, but the thing is I'm not touching her. That's
You don't have to touch her.
like I've seen what happens to her when she gets older, and it's not a pretty sight.
Man, you gotta move beyond those kinds of shallow considerations, especially because we probably have future plastic surgery.
I hold up my fists, and I'm like, whose two loves in the world are punching things with my left hand and punching things with my right hand. And you're calling me not to be shallow.
I mean, like,
I know my boundaries. Okay. I'm a person.
So the plan is for, what is it? Steve the robot to emulate Roseanne's voice, talking to her, lover, her mistress or whatever.
Rodan.
Yeah, Rodan. And so I want both you guys to give me an intellect roll to see if you guys successfully like act it out. You know what I mean?
Works for this.
And this doesn't constitute positive social interaction, right? Because it's not positive. We're trying to ruin a relationship. And
we're having a positive conversation.
I would say.
I don't consider you a meatbag.
No, I would say. This is not. It's like a deceptive, like trickery type thing. So
yeah, I have deception.
Positive social interaction doesn't.
All right, now I'll spend effort.
All right, so both of you give me that intellect roll to see if you guys successfully role play or role play in role play. You know what I mean?
I have deception, so I'm gonna use that.
Yes, that definitely applies. Definitely, deception definitely applies. And you're definitely free to use effort. Yeah,
all right, 13 with effort.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
All right,
yeah, boy.
so you both successfully act out the little plan that you had where she talks about how he's going to be the next pirate king once he usurps Scruffy or whatever. You guys can even roleplay it out if you'd like. But it was successful. You guys successfully did it. And there's going to be whatever minor effect you'd like on top of that.
Hey,
What's a good minor effect?
How you doing?
You want to roleplay it out? Okay.
You don't have to. But you roll a 19, which means that you do well enough that I maybe kind of cross my mental streams a bit and get a little hot and bothered.
After recording and you say that, I'm like,
you're really good. I didn't know you could like.
Oh boy.
chill out, okay?
Hey, man.
Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy, that is very funny. So
I
yeah,
just added a thing into the chat for a suggested effect.
Yeah, but that seems more like a major effect than a minor.
and that's even too much for a major effect. That's like you ended the game. Like we're done. Like game's over. Like he walks away from the pirate life where and stream's over. We're done.
When Scruffy hears the tape, he gives us all of his money and kills himself.
What I could say is
Can we also can the minor effect is that while also giving it to what's his face our intel guy, we also leak it upon the internet, but we sell it at a price and we make a good selling this out.
I think we should sell it after the.
Can that be the minor effect though? Like later on, we just like make quite a few bucks off of this thing.
What I'll say right now,
we can sell that, then we can bribe the videographer to get the aftermath at the wedding.
All right, so
this will be circulating in like VHS circles for years.
All right, I got a good thing for this. So you guys, or you have the recording. It was very super convincing recording. And you guys queued it up in your YouTube profile, not to actually post it yet, but you can set cues. It'll post like tomorrow night or like a week from now or whatever. Or you can even just save the data on your like whatever social media to post at a later date, or even to edit in, with the videographer stuff later. But with your minor effect, what I'll say is, the tape is so convincing that when Scruffy finally appears, or whenever you deal with Scruffy, he's gonna be so rattled by the convincingness of the tape that anything he does relating or talking about Roseanne, or if you're dealing or talking about her with him, it'll be harder for him by one step, or just basically anything regarding his wedding. So
nice.
So anything regarding him and his wedding, he'll have a tougher time doing.
Nice, cool.
That's perfect.
And yeah, so you successfully record that file. You send it over to Alesto via the private channel you contacted him with, the ASDF 1234 code. And you were successfully able to transfer the whole file. Super convincing file. So much convincing so that even Steve got a little hot bothered, as he was saying before.
Steve, who's a robot, got a little hot.
Wow.
But
Estel, I don't see your hands. Where are your hands, Estel?
as he takes the video, or receives the video, he says to you, "All right, you just want me to deliver it? ? What do you want me to do?"
Tell him to act like he
This is the role play, Estel. You found a very important piece of pertinent information for your boss, and it is your duty as his underling to deliver that to your boss so he can make the next logical decision.
You see like dot appear like in the chat, because you guys are talking via chat. It's like he's typing. He sees like it looks like he's typing a lot, and then he just got it comes up. Yeah, so he's gonna deliver the message onto his boss. But is that all you want him to do? You don't want him to say anything else? Just give it to him?
I want him to like act like he has some informant on the other side or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. He'll figure it out though.
This information came to you from a credible source, and you are giving it to your boss because no one slights Captain Scruffy, scourge of 7 solar systems like that.
I'll say that on top of Alesto, he's gonna role play it out like that, or try to convince the captain of that. But with the 19, the recording was so good and convincing that he's not even gonna second guess that it was a fake, other than the fact that he's marrying this woman. It's gonna definitely, he's not gonna really cast too much doubt upon it. But yeah, he will definitely believe Alesto when he says it came from a reliable source. So Alesto says, "Roger, got it," and he signs off in the IM chat. And it's now approaching time for you guys to hit the hay and prepare for your next day. So yeah, you guys go to your or you guys can role play it out, but essentially,
in case this doesn't work, I think we should all get ready to go to a wedding, just in case.
Get ready to what?
Go to a wedding. Just in case.
Well, I mean, we've got to go to a wedding so that Rodan can.
It's definitely still it's like I said, approaching time for you guys to like wind down your night. But like I said, this planet is like a commercey type planet, so it wouldn't be hard for you guys to go out and purchase or get anything that you would want. Like you said, you want to go dressed up for a wedding or whatever, you can do that, or what have you. But yeah, that's up to you guys. Or you could just go straight to your bank, go to sleep, whatever have you.
Oh yeah, Rodan should be. We got to get him to be like real convincing when he objects. Aster, you're kind of a lover boy. Think you can like Cyrano de Bergerac this dude?
Did you hear me in that recording? I think I'm good on my own.
That is true.
That is true. I was feeling a little hot under the.
Yeah, you should.
I linked you guys a little something in War Were Declared that I feel will be appropriate when we go to the wedding.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the Discord?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
stop.
You might want to play that on the when we in the stream when we get to the wedding.
All right. All right. All I gotta do is hit
It's
play and
very
then the stream will
appropriate.
hear it. I'm not gonna show the actual video, but I'll play the music.
You can play the music.
Oh, it might be loud. God, I hope it's not too loud. But either way, yeah. So what do you guys want to do exactly before you guys get ready? You want to doll up or not doll up, Rodan?
Aster pulls out his
actually-
best suit.
Actually, I wanted to go shopping the night before.
You could
I
definitely
wanted
go
to buy
shopping.
a certain thing.
For sure.
What'd you say?
You could
Yeah,
definitely do that.
I want to look for some sort of like patch or battery pack or something that will allow me to power up my for like an overcharge hit for both of them, and like so I can just get like 2 good overcharge hits where it's just more than expected, or something.
All right, so you go shopping and you definitely give me I would say you're trying to find something like this or similar to it. Give me I would say this is an intellect roll to try to see if you find a particular shop or if you find a particular item in said shop or whatever. I'm not gonna go too in depth with this, just to speed things along, but this is just to see if you actually find something like that. Yeah, so just give me an intellect roll. I'm not gonna tell you the difficulty. I don't think you have anything that'll help too much with this.
14.
All right, yeah. So you definitely you after going to a couple of little shops, you find a shop with something that's really close to what you're looking for, and you gain a Cypher. It's basically something that's gonna really power your attacks up. I'll actually write the Cypher in your character sheet in a second, but
Yeah, just call it like overcharge or overload or something where it allows it to just really like few shots to like.
So basically I'm gonna just give you the Cypher overcharge, call it that. And what
Okay.
I'm gonna let it do is when you activate it, your next 2 attacks will do double damage, and you attack twice after you activate it. So you get a double attack with double damage.
Nice, cool.
Oh, but it's just like a one-time use, and that's just the one attack, and that's it.
And then the battery's like dead. The
Yeah,
overcharge
and,
battery.
the batteries blow up after that. But you could definitely have that. I'll add that to your sheet right now. I'm just gonna call
And
it
then
overcharge.
I want to get, and then I assume I have. So I want to like have a suit that will look striking white with something that'll make me look like really good. So when I stand up and be like, hold on,
You can whatever kind of outfit you want to buy, you can find it. You can describe it
Okay,
right
cool.
now. Like what do you, or you can describe it at the wedding. Either way.
So I don't think I ever really described how my dude looks other than just the big gauntlets. He's a huge dude. He's like 6'7", and which is big. He's huge. Completely just buff with like scars here and there. Kind of medium length, a bit slick backed hair with kind of it's shaven on the sides, and it just kind of going slick back. And yeah, that's how he's just a huge dude.
So yeah, that works fine. That's a cool description, and you could definitely find whatever clothes, and you'll find it in your size too, definitely. So Aster, I'm just reading what you wrote in the chat. So his suit probably would not your suit probably would not fit him. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't come in that kind of size.
Yeah. But yeah, you definitely during your shopping while you find the overcharged battery for your gauntlets, you do happen upon a very nice clothing shop where you find the suitable outfit that you would find, for the wedding or
Yeah.
and yeah, that's your shopping spree for the night.
Cool.
And everyone else, what do you guys want to do before you head off to bed and as you
Oh,
prepare?
I'd like to. From our last mission, I'd like to go down to the hangar bay where we have several specimens that we are going to sell off to some scientists for some extra spending cash. And I'm just going to rip off one of the head devices that were latched on to humanoids to make them into cyber zombies. And say, I wonder if this might come in useful, and just pocket it.
Wait, so you want to take basically the injector from the cyber zombie that was the method in which the cyber zombies were turning people into cyber zombies?
Yep.
You can definitely do that, but give me an intellect roll to see if you successfully remove that device from the zombie.
Oops.
Um,
Didn't think that's that.
but yeah, so intellect roll, you can use your mechanical stuff for this.
Yeah, I'm good with mechanical repair, but I'm bad at knowledge, and understanding.
All right, so I would say that cancels each other out.
Hey!
So you're rolling like crazy well. All right, so not only do you successfully,
I would like to remind you, my last roll was a 1.
so you successful. I guess everyone
I think the
in
group's
general.
just rolling well.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
rolled 2 19s, and I'm feeling pretty good about it.
But yeah, so you successfully remove the we'll call it like the cyber injection module, or the cyber zombie injection module, excuse me. And that'll be a cipher that you have. What it does, who knows at this point. But it'll turn someone into a cyber zombie. If used on them. So what that entails, who knows?
All right.
And what do you want to do with your major effect?
My major effect. I have this convoluted idea, and I'm not sure if it's too complicated or not.
Let me hear it.
So I have another cipher called the Duplicator.
Yes.
And it lets me make a living copy of a creature. It's a level 1 creature with minimal intelligence that can follow simple commands. Feel free to say no.
No.
What if I made a duplicate of myself and put in my own DNA in the cyber zombie injection module and had another intelligent me walking around for the next 28 hours?
That's a little too much. Only because the cyber zombie injection module, I would say, is just that. It's only for spreading a zombie virus. It's not for you couldn't.
Oh, that's fine.
Of it,
let's.
Yeah.
Well, if you want,
effect.
I can change the purpose of a device if that's what's getting in the way.
Let me actually look at the wording. That's tinkering, right?
Yeah, you can you make a device do something different.
Is that literally all?
Let me look at it in the book.
You make a device do something different from its original purpose.
Tinker. You make a device do something different from its original purpose. For example, a blaster becomes a bomb. A scanner becomes a signal booster for a radio transmitter. The music player becomes a battery for another device. It's just
alternate major effect. Just in case this one doesn't pan out, it turns out Roseanne has a thing for. Hey Mindy, what's your hair color?
What?
Mindy, what's your hair color?
Mindy's hair color?
Yeah. What does Mindy look like?
Why are we trying to get Roseanne into Mindy? We already have an angle with.
I just want some people to find true love in this game.
But
grant an old man that.
Let me interject for a moment, real fast, before the hair color thing. Tinker won't work in that fashion. You can change the injector to do something other than inject, but he wants to inject something else, but so that's still the same purpose. And I don't think he could create an intelligent version of himself via that method. But the thing with Roseanne having what you call it, taste or whatever for a certain person or whatever, you could definitely do something like that. Well,
I think Mindy has an objection.
Yeah, but that's up to you guys. Yeah, I'll let you talk about that. That's up to you guys.
What do you think, Mindy?
Wait, hold on. What if Scruffy has a thing for big dudes with goblin arms? And so they're both like, and so he's like, wait a second.
So
that could definitely
either
be a
they
thing.
fight to the death over each other, or Rodan gets roped into a really, really weird poly relationship.
I think it's funny. They're gonna fight each other over me.
All right.
You're running the risk that they don't fight and they just agree to share you.
In which case, he's fine then, and we're screwed.
Never mind that. Then I don't want to do that.
I want to hear what Mindy has to say.
Yeah, let's hear.
So, do you want to stick with having one of the two captains have a certain taste, or do you want to go another way with it? Again, that's up to you guys. I would say that.
Well,
go on.
I was just going to describe Mindy because I haven't really described what she looks like.
Go for it.
5 foot. She's about 5'2", so she's only a little teeny tiny thing. She's a little bit overweight. Imagine like the Vicar of Dibley. Don't you know that? So she's like 5'2", and she's a little bit overweight. But she loves the latest fashions. And so the latest fashions in this sci-fi world is like tight jumpsuits and things like that. So she's wearing this really tight jumpsuit. You can see all of her roles in that.
So she looks a bit like Roseanne.
Not quite as bad, but yeah, she's the Vicar is played by Joan French, and so she's not quite as big as Roseanne, but she's just this little tubby thing, and and she wears these little. She's only got little feet, so she looks like this big pear thing, or this little pear thing with really small feet. And she's got like her hair is dyed, so it's like this bright blue color.
Cool.
What a coincidence! That's what Roseanne's exactly into.
Is that what you seriously want to do for your major effect?
I'm just having fun, man. I will change it if Mindy wants me to change it.
Mindy's the sort of person that she's into the lies and trickery and stuff like that. She's young enough that she's
into a Roseanne.
She has commitment
She
issues.
doesn't have to actually be into Roseanne. If
Roseanne just has to be into you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, if Roseanne is into Mindy, how the hell is Mindy going to get out of that without killing her?
You don't have to kill him. You just have to give her a reason to call off the engagement.
I mean, we already have a good reason. We already have a good plan, you know?
Yeah, but backup and complications.
I feel like the backup plan is to just start shooting.
I think that's a much better backup plan.
All right.
The backup plan is that I can create a force field and wiggle someone's brain around inside their head.
The plan. He said, I punch everybody. Everybody.
All right. So are we going with that for the major effect, or?
Apparently not. How about this then? The simple should work. Not only do we have invitations to the wedding, there are actually
Wait,
a
do I have
lot.
guest of honor one, because that would work well with the plan. She's like, oh, how did he get in more? But that's an idea. Continue what you're saying.
Oh, that might be a good idea too. I was going to suggest that Alesto has found like important roles that we have during the wedding, like things like person in charge of the entertainment, person who is looking after the ailing grandfather of the bride, and so on and so forth.
Or somebody in charge of the drinks, perhaps.
Yeah.
Do we have a little something we can slip into the drinks?
We have some kind of shopping time to find it real quick before we all go to bed.
All right, I would say that you guys,
I've got a finger that dispenses Kool-Aid powder.
you could have definitely.
But only Kool-Aid powder.
Only Kool-Aid powder, but I can do like every flavor.
Oh, but yeah, you guys could definitely.
Are you the '90s nostalgia robot?
I'm a variety of nostalgia robots, but just generally in that area. I guess I was originally going more synthwave than vaporwave, but I'm fine to be a vaporwave robot.
Oh boy. But yeah.
Can
so
I ask you a question? Which episode of MASH did you lose?
Ooh,
Neither came Roseanne. Which episode of MASH did you
Important
lose?
questions.
well, I mean, like, if I knew, then it wouldn't be lost.
That's true. That's true.
all right, so guys,
it was a real sacrifice. I lost the pilot.
Oh my! That's the worst one to lose.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. The last episode's the worst one to lose. But that's not the point. Anyway, sorry. Continue. I derailed.
no biggie. So with your 20, you can definitely do that. Have a role, or excuse me, have Alesto set up a role for you, at the wedding. You guys can be like drink servers, all of you though. Like that's just your designation. You guys will help with the drinks, like serving them.
Yeah.
So, like, some of us can switch from guests to actual staff, which might give us a bit more, give a better range of what we can do.
I think it'd be better for the whole like idea if Rodan stays as a guest.
You can definitely have it that way, where it's just some of you as a server,
Some of you, yeah. I think that it would be a good idea to have some people infiltrate the staff. I think it's just better for the plan if Rodan stays as a guest.
Yeah. Oh, I figured out something we can put into the punch that everyone drinks. The cyber zombie injection module.
Oh my god!
Yes.
This was an Always Sunny episode, and I'm not sure how I feel about this.
I was thinking about that too, actually. Oh boy, you put bath salts in the fucking milk. Oh boy,
That's perfect.
Either way, you can go with that if you really want to, or again, you have that time to go out shopping and possibly find something.
We could get boring poison, but cyber zombies.
That's up to you guys. If you can keep it as is, whatever. It's up to you guys. But either way, which of you are going to be servers, and which of you are going to be guests?
Rodan's going to be a guest.
Mindy will be a server.
Aster will be a server.
All right, so server and Mr. Steve.
Oof.
Or I can be a guest if you want to be a server, Steve.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be a guest.
It's just much easier for me to spike the punch.
It's just the character, lazy as fuck.
Really fancy looking robot. So like, cause like I cost billions of credits to make. I've wasted, untold amounts of taxpayer money by existing.
And
so
you're my
I'm
robot.
actually a fairly fancy looking robot, so I'll probably fit in.
Do you call your parents?
Not very often.
Okay, so
Steve, Kool-Aid me.
you
Yeah.
guys set up that
Kool-Aid
situation with
Yeah.
Alesto
I
that that two of you are going to be servers and two of you are going to be guests. And yeah, he says he'll relay that to Scruffy. He'll get it all situated, and don't worry, he has an in with the staff, and he's actually the head of the staff coordination, so it'd be no problem to get you part of the staff. Just you two. Mindy and Aster will be servers, and Rodan and Steve will still be regular guests. And
They
yeah,
won't know what hit them, like the walls that the Kool-Aid man punches through.
Like the bite of a spider, the cyber zombie.
oh boy.
They'll never know what hit them.
Wedding is destroyed. I'll look upon it and go, oh yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, so
So we have to make sure that they're getting the drinks before the wedding rather than after. Is that the go?
That's up to you. I don't. A lot of you guys want to play it.
Asta?
I don't think it's a good idea to make them zombies. I think that's a horrible idea.
So do you actually want to find something else, or?
But we got paid so much for the zombie extermination. Think about it. And then we exterminate the pirate zombies. It's like double the price on top of getting paid.
I think it's a
It's a good
really.
excuse to shoot indiscriminately.
There's also that.
I love shooting indiscriminately.
Oh boy!
I really do. But I think we don't make everyone zombies.
Fine, but at least some of them.
Oh, I'm dying.
What we put in there then? Suggestion? Bit of LSD, maybe?
Yeah. Funny. Yeah, that's funny.
But
Like some even worse hallucinogens, or like them to make them real sleepy.
all right. So who's that would either be Aster or who's being a guest? Oh, sorry, but Aster or Mindy. You
Yeah.
guys would have to go out and search for something. It doesn't have to be LSD,
Yeah.
per se, but
I think I
whatever
saw
kind
the
of-
drugs, and more drugs store down the block over there. I'm going to see if they're still
Yeah.
open.
And
Yeah, I'll go
so both of you give me intellect
We'll both go,
rolls. Yeah.
It's a
Intellect.
store called "We Only Sell Drugs." Seriously, if you do not want drugs, do not come here. That's the name.
Is perception or knowledge?
I'll
it
give
perception?
you I'll give you perception on that roll. You could definitely knock it down a test for perception.
Well, I make a lot of intellectual rolls for a talky kind of guy.
And I talk a lot for a punchy kind.
Both rolled at 18.
I see this a lot in fucking roll 20 where like two people roll kind of close to each other and they roll the same number.
Yeah.
But either way, you guys successfully find each of you find a dose of some kind of poison. What kind of poison do you want to find, or what kind of like thing?
Hallucinogenic.
We're looking for like a hallucinogen or that's probably going to give them a good trip, but slow down.
I want diarrhea stuff.
All right.
So they're gonna hallucinate in their pants.
So all right. So one of you has a laxative and one of you has a hallucinogenic.
Yeah.
That is perfectly fine. Definitely write it down on your sheet. Yeah,
Drugs.
something like that. It's not a cipher. It's just a little item that you have. You have that poison.
Somebody should get like a really hyper advanced aphrodisiac. Make these people confused, horny, and loose.
Can the laxative also be a hyper aphrodisiac?
No.
Dang
But yeah, so you guys definitely went out. You spent your night finding those things. You come back to the ship. You guys are ready to hunker down for the night. Steve, is there anything you wanted to do to prepare for your thing tomorrow, or you just want to watch movies for the rest of the night? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna like. I guess I probably don't sleep because I'm a robot.
Oh well,
So
one quick thing. If you do want to rest for the whole night, you would have to like repair yourself. You know what I mean? Because you might not have to sleep, but to repair. I'm gonna have everyone go back to full after this night's sleep. But flavor wise, you're gonna be repairing yourself over the night.
Well, I haven't taken any physical damage, and I do repair intellect naturally.
Oh yeah, no. But you still have to repair your intellect. Then you would still have to like plug into your recharging unit or whatever for the night.
Yeah.
So you don't have to sleep per se, but you're gonna charge up your whatever.
I go into can I go into Steve's room and I'm like, hey, listen. Before all this, I wanted to give you something. And he pulls out a CD or like a DVD and it has the word "Smash" written on it. It's like it's a pilot episode just for you.
Oh, awesome. Finally, I can delete all that useless cure for cancer information.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, cancer was cured like 100 to 200 years ago. It's fine.
It's actually a funny story. It was cured, but then the cure was lost. I found it a while ago. I didn't really know what to do with it, but that's just going to go straight into the recycle bin.
Yeah, so I handed him the pilot episode of MASH.
All right. Yes.
Awesome. All right, so guys, I want all of you to gain 1 EXP for your actions right now for preparing for the wedding crash, basically.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you all just gain 1 experience. And yeah, you guys are getting ready to call it a night. And that was awesome about the MASH DVD. By the way,
Sure, a tender moment. I appreciated it.
that is actually what sparked me to
MASH
give
is
you all
important.
EXP. But
If he had missed episode 23, I probably wouldn't have done it. But he lost the pilot episode, which is
it's major. Yeah.
the most important episode.
Yeah. So you guys rest throughout the night. Pretty uneventful. Nothing happens. You guys, do whatever. What you call it? Steve plugs into his charging unit for however many hours it takes for him to recharge his intellect, and now you're all back at full stat wise. And yeah, you guys wake up, and now it's the morning of the wedding. And you know it's gonna happen sometime in the early evening / late afternoon. And yeah. What do you guys want to do? And you guys all have that stuff that we discussed before. Like, do you have?
I'm combing my hair in the mirror, and then I flip the switchblade to the other side and start trimming my beard and mustache with the laser.
I like that.
The second question. We stopped to buy the Walmart full of punching bags. It's called Punch Mart. And 100 new punching bags that I'm just going through, punch left and right. Just getting ready for today.
I'll say that the Punch Mart sells
Punch Mart.
What you call it, a little device that's basically like a bag of holding kind of thing, and just dispenses punching bags. And you bought the 100 count one. So it has 100 punching bags in it that'll dispense at you, whenever you please.
Exactly.
But yeah. Cool. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the morning for prep time, or?
Aster has the coffee and waits for everyone else.
I spend all of my mental energy just continuing to remember that this is what we're doing, because otherwise I will get distracted.
And Mindy, how do you start your day?
Coffee and food and relaxing, and yeah, she's not too concerned about it. She doesn't want to go out and go shopping or anything like that.
All right, yeah. So you guys are sitting at the table. You guys, having your breakfast, talking shit, about the day, what your plans are for the wedding, and that's when, what you call it, Aster's communicator starts buzzing, and it's Alesto on the other end, and he says to you all, or he says, "Hey, Aster man, how's it doing? You guys ready for the big day?"
Ready as we'll ever be.
He says to you, everything's in order on my side. I got Mindy and you as servers. You guys, we have even a uniform for you guys already. With I sized you guys up when I saw you before. I'm pretty good at that stuff. And then we have Steve the robot and Rodan as guests on the guest list. And yeah, you guys can just show up basically, as long as you guys still have them invitations. Even though you guys on the list, they still won't let you in without the invitation.
Sounds good. We still have them.
Yep.
Invitation check, everyone.
Yep.
Mindy waves hers around.
All right.
I assume somebody else held my invitation for me. Because all I've got on me is a Chinese food menu.
Oh boy! So we can say that since Rodan is also a guest, he can have your invitation on him.
Yeah, he's
That's
my
up to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've been running together for a while. You people know that I can't be trusted with this kind of stuff.
So yeah, you guys are all prepped and ready to go. So Aster gets behind the wheel of the Unlimited and starts to pilot his way over to where the Scruffy's ship is anchored, or orbiting some planet or what have you. Whatever ships do where they're docked, not really on a planet. I'm not too good at this space imagery, but yeah. But Aster, can you please give me an intellect roll for approaching, or excuse me, driving the ship successfully to um the wedding site?
Right. All right.
Can I help him, seeing as I have knowledge with technology?
You can definitely help him. You can definitely be like in his co-captaincy, like pointing at a
Yep.
map or something, like the digital display, his technology, so you know where to look or whatever.
Hey, Mindy, look! I can drive without help with my hands. Hey, Aster just puts his hands behind his head and like pilots with his feet.
Did you roll? Is that 18 for the roll?
Oh no, that isn't me.
That was
This,
yesterday.
there it is.
All right, so yeah, you successfully pilot the Unlimited. You can role play it out, but you prop your hands back, you lift your feet up on the console. It's not necessarily even a steering wheel, but you manage to still navigate it.
At one point, I just get up and say, "Mindy, take the controls. I need to go take a piss."
But yeah, you guys successfully get to your destination, and you guys are now parked just outside, or as you're approaching Scruffy's massive pirate ship. You see other various ships parked all around. You see other pirate ships, you see regular civilian ships such as yours. You definitely don't see any police or authoritative type things around. There's just a huge, especially for the pirate ship section, you see not only Scruffy's, like basically a legion of ships, with Scruffy's insignia on them, the skull and crossbones with the mob. You also see ships with Roseanne's insignia, and I didn't really watch Roseanne, but if anyone has something that would be an insignia,
Roseanne's insignia. I don't know if she has an insignia.
It's just like it's like a penny, kind of like her face from the side.
No joke. I actually have watched all of Roseanne. One summer, I had no internet whatsoever. I was stuck inside a house because I didn't have a car. And my family had all the seasons of Roseanne.
Oh no, you poor thing.
I was bored. I was so bored. And so I watched all of Roseanne. I can tell you, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. All right, so then, since you watched it, what would be a good like what if you look at it, you say, "Hey, damn, that's
yelling at John Goodman." I don't know.
All right, so you see a silhouette like on the side of each of Roseanne's ship. You see,
it'd probably be a donut or something.
Yeah, she does like food.
No, I'm gonna go with the first one because I think it's funnier.
Okay.
So you see a silhouette of a very large man, like it's from the side, so see like a portrait silhouette type shadowy figure or whatever. But it's basically a simple shape of a man or a large person being shouted at by another large person, but the silhouette is female because you can see the silhouette has long hair or whatever, or a bob cut or whatever Roseanne has. But yeah, you just see that all over many, like it's a legion of ships, so you see it on so many ships have this plastered on their like side of their ship, or like on a like I don't know how pirate ships are. There's even some pirate ships that have sails, even though they're spaceships. Some of these like they want to be real traditional with these things. So they have like a pirate ship.
Yeah, it's class. Like, okay, yeah. They're trying to be classy.
But yeah, that's what you see as
a Roseanne pirate can be.
Oh boy, but that's what you guys see as you approach, and as you approach, you guys hear not any individual communicator, but the ship's communicator goes off, and you guys are being buzzed, and you can see that the origin of the signal is Scruffy's ship. And anyone can answer the call or whatever, or what have you.
This is the pilot speaking. Aster says as he flips on the comms, "How can I help you?"
He says to you, oh, excuse me, I'm choking on water I just drank. Oh, dear.
What an odd thing for him to say.
You're right there, sir. You're right.
Oh, he says, pardon me, I just took a very weird sip from my jug of water, but, that's besides the point. I'm gonna have to send a crew onto your ship to verify that your invitations are indeed valid, and that you do have the invitations, because we've had people try to sneak in, and we can't have you bringing your ship on board because who knows what the hell you guys could be doing. So if you guys are definitely here for the wedding, you won't be opposed to having 4 guys come aboard and check out your invitation.
That sounds fine by me, sir. We're just here to pay our respects.
All right.
Make it sound like a funeral.
The
Yeah, you
comm,
make it.
No, it's like a mob boss kind of thing. It's like we're here to pay our respects.
definitely.
It sounds like a funeral.
Okay. Then foreshadowing a little bit to the future. Then how about
Actually, does Roseanne have a dad who will grant wishes?
What?
That's what mob bosses do.
Yeah. Today,
Oh.
the day of my daughter's wedding, everyone gets one
Probably
request.
It's probably the foremost lead expert in Roseanne here. No, she does not.
The Roseanne expert says no.
A little bit. The last season, everything turns out to be a dream because she won the lottery.
Is that really a thing?
The whole last season is like, oh, we won the lottery, and so they're pretty much rich for the last season. And then the ending episode, it's like, oh, it was a dream.
What?
Oh, that's just stupid. That's a cop out.
That's
It was.
All right. So, anyways, let's move it along. So
You watch, I can tell you, it's very much a cop out.
Aster agreed to letting the guys on board. So
They don't have anything to hide, right? Like we have invitations.
yeah. So you already agreed, so they're coming on board. So you guys have like a docking, like teleporter bay type thing for like very short range materialization or whatever you want to call it. So you guys go over there and you see 4 figures start to materialize. They look like very gruff pirates. As far as space pirates go, you know that you see that some of them have like like cables hanging from their pants instead of chains. They have some of them have augmentations on their like faces or arms, like robotic body parts. Or
Are they
whatever.
wearing suits?
They're all definitely wearing very fancy suits and
Because if
tuxes.
not,
They're definitely dressed for the occasion, but that does not hide their gruff faces and their augmentations on some of them. One of them is even wearing a short sleeve tux where it's like the sleeves were ripped off, and you can see that his arms has tattoos and stuff on it. But the suit itself still looks very nice.
Mindy will just pull the zipper down on her the front of her jumpsuit, just enough to show a little bit more cleavage, and she'll kind of wiggle her shoulders a little bit towards the 4 pirates as they walk on.
All right, so
Aster will sit down in his seat a little more and spread his legs open, kind of lounging position.
I slide my chest plate down slightly to reveal some of my circuitry.
I look at all these idiots and I'm like, by imitation.
all right, so the pirate with the short sleeves, he comes forward and he are you handing him all the invitations or?
Yeah, I'm handing him the invitation. I'm handing my invitation over, and I'm handing my robot's invitation. I'm like, he's with me. This is his invitation as well.
Can we, at some point, we're going to have a conversation about this my robot thing?
My robot.
And he looks over to
It's an undercover
Mindy and to
thing.
Aster, and he says, "And yours?"
I hold out mine.
I walk
Yeah, I
over and
help
grab
one out
it,
as well.
and he walks over and grabs yours. And would you all like a GM intrusion?
Like normally I say yes, but
Nah, intrude me, Daddy. Come on, let's do
sure,
this.
go.
all right, let's do this.
Since it's a group intrusion, since I heard hesitation there, for you all to deny it, I would accept 3 experience from any of you, divided however, But that's if you guys want to deny it.
If we don't deny it, do we each get 1 or do we each get 2?
If you accept it, I'll grant you all 2 experience.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, fine.
All right, so you all gain 2 experience. And the guy with the pirate with the short sleeves, after looking at your invitations, he says, "Fakes," and he throws the tickets to the ground. He says, "Get 'em, boys! We're not being had again." And give me initiative, everybody. What the intrusion was, the invites were fakes, and now these pirates are not having, because there's been one too many incidents with fakes, and they're not having it, and you guys are not.
Damn it, Jasper.
Right.
Well, luckily, I just hit 4 XP, which I'm going to use to gain a skill level in Onslaught.
I have 5 XP, so I'm not sure what I should do with that. I don't know much about Cypher, so what can I do to make me better at punching people, Albatross?
So what you can do, what I'll allow, since it's a one shot and we're trying to just speed things along, you can spend 4 experience to make it so that you're, instead of just practice with your fist, you're trained with your fist. So all your attacks are 1 step easier.
Okay, cool.
And that's for 4 experience. You'll be trained with your fist.
I just have 1 experience because I've been getting quite a bit of experience because
you're a good player.
I like.
Is that what you were about to say?
No, because give people mash.
I like to have EXP flowing in my games. I don't, especially in one shots. It's fun. So you use the 4 experience to become better at punching. Or should not better, you become trained at using your gauntlets. Anyone else want to do anything with their experience? You said you want to use it for Onslaught?
Yeah, I became trained in Onslaught.
Yeah, so I would say you have to use 4 experience for that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna save mine for a major intrusion later.
Got it. So you use your 4 experience,
Yeah,
now you're
okay,
trained at Onslaught, so when you use Onslaught, it's 1 step easier for you to use it.
Yep.
Do you want to do anything with your experience before we start all this, Mindy?
No, I've only got 3.
Got it.
I want to save it. Yeah, I'm saving mine.
And
Just in case.
I think that's it. So I think all we need is initiative from.
Oh yeah, sorry, I need to roll initiative.
Yep.
So I'm not good at initiative.
I don't think any of us are.
So what that
None
means
of
is
us are.
when you have an
I have an
inability
inability.
that means it just increases the difficulty by 1. I'll just tell you guys that the difficulty for their initiative was a 3, so you have to get a 9 or better. So for you, you have to roll 12 or better.
I rolled a 12.
So you rolled perfectly. All right, so you all go before the pirate guy. I'm gonna group them all in 1 initiative round.
How many are there? Pirates? 3?
Let's say there's 3 of them.
Okay.
I was saying 4, but 3 is a better number. I like 3. So we're gonna say there's 3 of them.
So does it matter what turn order we all go in?
All right, so that was gonna be my next point. In Cypher system, the initiative is you all go as a group, so you guys can decide amongst yourself who goes in what order. Or if that's too complicated, we could just go in the number order if you guys rolled.
Since I was close, do you mind if I go first with just some punches, or do you guys have a different idea?
You want to make like a combo attack kind of thing? Because for Aster's turn, since he's still in the pilot chair, he wants to do like a barrel roll flipping, like kind of like spins him off balance. And if it's like something that we do on the normal, if we're being attacked on our ship, then that could.
Yeah. Okay, you go first, and I'm kind of prepared for it, and so then I'll just boom, boom,
Wait a second. So say it again. You want to pilot the ship to basically unsteady the pirate?
Aster is going to drive like a maniac, and he's going to shout out "barrels and a monkey," and he's going to flip the steering wheel hard on one side to make the spin rotate like a top in space.
All right.
Barrels and the monkey is the code word for this crazy maneuver he likes to pull. So everyone the teammates should be ready for it, but hopefully it knocks the guards off balance.
I will definitely allow that because that's awesome. So just give me a speed roll. I believe that's for piloting.
All right, speed roll for piloting.
I think that's what drives with a maniac or what. Either way, you
Yeah.
can just give me a speed roll for that because you're rushing over to the console to flip it. So speed roll on that. No one else has to roll. If you're successful on this, I will say that you roll the 9 and you roll the 9.
Difficulty.
But
I am trained in anything that deals with driving.
All right, so you definitely do that. You definitely run over to
Okay.
the console, and since, like I said, you or like you said, you've all done this before. It's something you've all practiced. I'll allow that since it's a one shot, and it doesn't throw anyone else off balance. But the pirates, they're all gonna be off balance for their next turn or during this turn. So if they get attacked now, it's gonna be at one step, to their.
Also, I have an ability called Driving on the Edge, which means I can make an attack with a light or medium range weapon when I attempt to do a driving task as a single action.
You can definitely shoot a gun or something, or if you want to punch them before you run off, or however you want to flavor it, you can do it.
So Aster runs over. He jumps and he kicks the steering wheel with one foot, which he stays steady. The rest of the ship and everyone else does a couple loop-de-loops. He cracks his knuckles, and then everyone sees that the rings he wears on his fingers light up as the ring repulsor fists that he wears light up in action, and he jumps using the steering wheel as a jumping pad and smashes his fist into one of the thugs.
Yeah, you could definitely do that, but you're gonna have to give me a roll on that attack, though.
Yeah, definitely. That was mostly flavor.
Yeah, no, but that was awesome. Awesome. That was super awesome.
Okay, I'm nothing that helps me with physical attacks, but it sounded cool. Hey.
All right, so you definitely hit, and you get a damage bonus on an 18 of 2.
Make a minor effect, get him pushed over towards me.
I think minor's 19.
Yes, minor is definitely 19. But there's also other bonus rolls in this game where on 17 you get bonus 1 damage. On an 18 you get bonus 2 damage if it's combat. So he's doing extra damage right now. So yeah, which one are you punching? There's alright, just to identify them, there's the short sleeve one who started all this. There's one with eye patch, and there's one with a peg leg.
Let's go for eye patch, and I'm punching his good eye.
Oh no! All right, so yeah, you successfully go and you reach out and you deck this guy, and like you do it so swiftly, like no one's ever seen you move like this before. Really, they've all seen you as like this lecherous old man, but now that the shit is going down, they see your actual, like, you drive like a maniac, and it shows. Like, your reputation is there. You leap over and you kick the steering wheel to throw the bandits off not the bandits, the pirates off balance, and then you reach out with your knuckles and you fly off in the same motion basically and punch the guy with the eye patch in his good eye, that poor man, and he takes 6 damage. Wait, are you considering the fist a medium or light weapon?
It's just my fist, and I'm not trained in anything, so I'm assuming light.
All right, yeah, so it's just more of how I treat the attack. But either way, so you're dealing 4 damage now. So you punch him in the face with your solid gold. What do you want to call them? The repulsor fist?
I call them ring fist repulsors.
Yeah, so you punch him square in the face with your right or left hand, whatever to you. You hit him right.
Let's go left hand.
And yeah, you see him. He reels back. He's like, "Oh my fucking eye!" And he takes that damage. And you want to do something now too. You wanted to go next, Rodon?
Now it's my turn. And he pulls up his fists, and you hear them powering more. You hear them, like, power being diverted into them more as he just goes in for, like, pretty much just a huge just uppercut into one guy. and he's getting. And this guy, because of the maneuver that he did with the ship, would he be considered Dazed, weakened, stunned, or in any way?
For sure. So you definitely do get that bonus from fights dirty on that.
Yeah, I get that's fights dirty, and then I'm trained with my fists.
Yep.
Do this
So,
breaking stuff because I'm breaking his jaw.
no, I wouldn't apply that to a combat situation. It's more of an outside combat skill, but
It says breaking, and
No,
I'm
no.
breaking.
I'm the one who said it, and that's how I said it. So no, but
I'm
you're
breaking a lot
it'll
right
be
now.
very difficult for you to miss this guy. So give me your attack roll, and yeah, let's see. Oh, which one are you trying to punch?
I don't know, whichever one's closest to me.
All right, so we'll say that's
It'd be
the
the one that got the short sleeves because I was the one who handed him
yep,
the
yep,
stuff.
exactly. So yep, so Mr. Sleeves, you throw a punch at Mr. Sleeves.
9 hit?
Yep, 9 definitely hits with all the ship being off balance and you're being trained with your fist. You
Yeah, it's a
definitely
heavy
land.
weapon as well.
Yep, you land a solid blow for 6 damage on this guy. You want to describe it how it happened, but you definitely land the attack on him.
Yeah, how much is 6 damage? Is 6 damage a lot?
It's a heavy weapon, and if you want me to describe how he looked after you hit him, like
Yeah,
after you
sure.
uppercut him, he reels back, and you can see that you might have even broken his jaw, but he looks very much in pain. He's clenching his face. You can see blood dripping out of his mouth. He's like, "Argh!" Like he does not look well.
You get 2 attacks or just 1?
You just get 1 attack.
Okay, because I wasn't sure because he did a double maneuver where he did like the ship and
Oh, yeah,
no, and
that's one of my abilities.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's special for his focus is drives like a maniac. And drive like a maniac lets you maneuver a ship in one or drive something and attack. Which is what he did.
Awesome. I didn't know that.
It's a really super cool focus, which is why I gave it to him.
Yeah, I wanted something else, and he suggested this one instead, so I went with it.
But yeah, you land the 6 damage, and he looks very hurt. Do you want to describe how you hurt him, or?
Yeah. So keep in mind, this is like. So right now, about I would say 14% charged up, and he just goes in, just continuously. As he hits the jaw, it like kind of splits in half. You can hear it a little bit if it wasn't so loud in the room already. As he gets lifted off of his feet for like a few seconds, and then he stumbles back onto his feet, and he's dazed definitely.
That poor man. He's just doing his job, and you going no. So
I've been wanting to punch something.
no, that was awesome. And now it's between Mindy and who is it, Steve?
You know, as punch marts throw punches live better.
Mindy, do you want to go or shall I?
How about I go and
All
then
right.
you can go. Mindy pulls her laser weapon out and aims it at the one that Asta's hit.
The one with the eye patch?
Yep.
Got it. And that definitely hits. Where were you shooting? You want to describe it? And your laser is a medium weapon, yes?
Yeah, it's a medium.
Got it.
How much?
All right, so I'll describe it a little bit. So you aim and you take the shot at him and you hit him. I don't know where you hit him, but what it looks like is basically pretty similar to what the other guy is, where he's bleeding pretty bad. He does not look like he's in well shape at all. He definitely looks like he's still gonna come at you or whatever. He's not gonna, let this go unslighted or whatever. But he's definitely doesn't look like he's in great shape.
Okay. Cool. No, I was just aiming straight for the middle of his chest.
Oh, so you don't get him right in the chest. You aim like you hit him definitely, but you hit him more in the shoulder. A chest shot would have killed him, but you get a really clean shot on his shoulder, and he goes, "Ugh!" And now he's like, you see blood gushing. Like he's trying to hold it with his other hand, but you can see blood pouring over his fingers and whatnot, and he looks pretty badly hurt from that.
Yeah. Okay.
And now, Mr. Roboto.
Hey, I'm gonna VoIP a fucker. So I'm gonna find one of the mooks, and I'm gonna. Oh, can you not post images here? I gotta do it in the Discord then. I'm gonna shoot some laser beams out of my eyes.
Oh my god, you fucking... I cannot believe you referenced this. You are amazing. Yo, take 1 experience points just for that. I don't give a fuck about the rules or anything about that. Oh
Alrighty.
boy. if anyone
and
does...
I'm gonna apply a level of effort on damage.
Oh boy. Oh man. All right, yeah, that's perfectly fine. So deduct the intellect points and
Yep. So
yeah,
that would be 3 intellect, and that would do 7 damage instead of 4 if a 9 hits him.
And who were you shooting
Or
that
if a
at?
12. I guess an undamaged mook was what I was going for.
Oh, that's what
So
all right.
there's one that's
The
not
peg leg guy.
Yeah, peg leg guy.
So you fire off your VoIP laser at Mr. Pegleg, and it definitely lands solidly on him. How do you like? He's undamaged, so and he's gonna be. You did 7 damage, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna be just about as damaged looking as the other ones after it, so you can describe how he looks or what happened.
Well, basically, I take a hard look at him. My eyes glow, and I shoot a beam of hard cutting light at him. And I guess he's like basically burned. He's probably got some melty skin. Probably the whole front of his like clothes are kind of singed off.
Oh boy. All right, so you all have taken your
that
turn.
onslaught, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, the reason I laughed so hard at the image and the reference is it's a Homestar Runner reference. It's Teen Girl Squad, and it's like just super throwback. I loved Homestar Runner. Like that was one of my favorite websites back in the day, and that was just super awesome. I did not expect in a million years for someone to drop a Homestar reference in a game.
Playing to the GM.
But yeah. So
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad I picked that. I was between that and Beast Wars.
Good choice. So yeah, now the pirates are gonna go, and first you see Mr. No Sleeves. He touches his arms, and you saw that his arms had tattoos and augmentations on them, and he does some manner of like motion on one of his like panels on his forearm, and you see his like forearms, both of them start to glow like a silvery, like metally color, and after a couple of seconds it solidifies, and now his arms are fully metal. Like it looks like he activated something.
You're trying to replicate me.
And
Well, trying to replicate you. I'm the one with metal arms.
But you're not a human with metal arms.
Girls, you're both
Legally,
pretty.
I am.
After that,
No, you're a race robot.
he goes to take a punch at the other metallic looking being in the room, which would be
Oh wait, he's not going after me after I broke his jaw?
no. He's gonna he sees that he sees that he obviously notices that the high quality robot of the room is probably the more serious of the threat here, or that's his assumption.
Yeah,
the one with the broken jaw is like, I gotta think logically right now.
My mistake well, it's not that logical because I'm kind of an asshole and I'm not a particularly good fighter. I just happened to put effort into damage.
Either way, Mr. Robot, after that crazy light beam, can you please give me let's call it a speed defense roll. He's coming at you. He whips out what looks like a taser like rod from his like side pouch or whatever. It's like a nightstick, but it's crackling a little bit. But he swings and it swings wide. He's still a little off balance from the maneuver that Aster pulled off, and he misses you.
Yeah, that's right.
Now we're gonna let Mr. Pegleg. He's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna go after the guy who just shot lasers at him, and he has a very similar device. That little shocky nightstick is gonna attack you.
All right.
Oh! Does anyone want to spend 1 EXP to reroll that, or do you want to let me roll
Nah,
with it?
fuck that. Do it to me.
All right, so he goes and he strikes you with his electrical crackly club thing, and it actually strikes you in such a spot that it shuts off your processors, and you're gonna be roll me a d4. You're gonna be shut off for that many rounds.
Oof. 3. Cool. I'm gonna go to the bathroom then.
Yeah, you're shut off for 3 rounds. I mean,
Why is Steve licking?
and that's just what happens. He's got to be able to participate in the combat for 3 rounds. But yeah. Now the last pirate is gonna go, Mr. Eye Patch, and he's gonna who attacked who punched him in the face? Aster.
I punched the eye patch in the face.
Hey, he's gonna go for you after reeling from his. He takes his hand off his eye and sees that you're right in front of him, and he goes to swing at you with his crackly club. So give me a speed roll.
Speed roll you want, speed roll you get. Oh wait, that's not like a dedicated. Wait, is there a dedicated speed? Oh, I guess there is. There we go. Huh.
He lands a hit on you. He goes unless you want to reroll it. That's up to you. But he's gonna hit you.
You know what? Asta can take a few lumps.
So he goes and he strikes you with his club, and it hits you, and you're gonna take 4 might damage, and you're also gonna take 1 ambient static damage. So you're taking 5 total might damage. But yeah.
Gotcha.
And yeah, that's about it. And now it's on you guys again, minus the shutdown robot.
Yeah, I would like to go, and I'm. Rodam's kind of angry. He just broke this guy's jaw, and now he's getting annoyed. And he's like, "Don't forget about me so quickly!" And he's coming back, and he's hitting that guy who he hit in the jaw, and he's just gonna hit him like right in the point, like right. Where should I hit him? I'm trying to think where's a good place. Just in the back of the head, I guess.
All right, roll for it.
Crack him in the back of the head. All right.
And he shouts, "Conflict makes you stronger."
But I'm getting kind of angry that this guy's just blowing me off after I broke his. Have all the stuff I have for.
Yeah, you can just roll a 20. Yeah, you just roll a 20. Oof, you miss.
Hold on.
Oh, you gonna reroll or
Use my XP to reroll.
definitely reduce your EXP 1 and reroll.
Yep. Already have. Might as well get rid of it. Dan's too angry right now. Like, this is in character. Dan would not miss the shot. He's angry at this dude. 14.
All right, that definitely hits, and it's actually gonna kill or knock out this guy. So how do you want it to go down?
It's gonna kill him. That's obvious.
We just got you punching bags. Come on, man.
So the thing is that I overcharged the gauntlet for this shot.
No, did you actually use your Cypher for it?
No.
Okay, got it.
Like there's a certain percent. Like I power it. Like if I went full on it all the time, it would do like. I'm saying it's kind of like just me kind of explaining stuff, but
no, it's flavor. Yeah, it's go on.
Put more, and then I accidentally, as I punch him in the back of the head, it goes through his head, and so my fist is just in the middle of his head right now. And I shake it off, and I'm like, ugh.
That poor.
And then I look toward the other one, and I'm like, "Help me, will you?" Get ready to fight him.
You can see that after you destroy, completely obliterate that one guy's head, the other 2 pirates look pretty scared at this point now. And
don't forget about the man with the giant fists.
Now it's Mindy or Aster's turn.
By the way, Steve, you got shut down, and I literally punched someone through someone's skull, and they're dead now.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah.
So are you going now, Asta, or is Mindy?
If you want to do something, I can wait till after you.
All right. Mindy's going to go for the same one she went for.
Got it.
So the one next to Aster, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Eye Patch.
Yep. Ooh, there we go.
All right, you shoot him and he also dies. How does he die? That poor pirate. He was just doing his job. But yeah, he's dead.
And Mindy will comment to Asta about. I thought you said your friend was like on the level with things.
Well, he might be a fuck up, but you gotta have at least one fuck up in your life, right?
You don't just have one.
So yeah, now it's Aster.
Right. Let's see. Would it be saying too much that Aster has like on his little wrist computer? He can access the controls to the ship on there.
No, you can definitely say. I'll say it. I'll allow it.
Okay. So he's going to activate Disco Night program. So suddenly lights start flashing, little balls of sparkles descends from the air, and it should distract him, and then Aster's just gonna like walk up to him and sock him in the jaw.
Before you actually do that, that's gonna give everyone a detriment because lights are flashing. Like you can't get used to that. Like you know what I mean?
Well, there's
like,
only one guy left, right?
Oh, there's two guys. Oh no, yeah, there
Oh.
is the one guy. There is the one guy. Yeah, I forgot.
So let's finish him in style.
So yeah, does you turn it on? Everyone is now gonna have a detriment in their attack.
I'm great at pleasant social interactions, so if the disco counts,
That does not count.
that was worth a shot.
So you definitely miss your attack in this matter because you flashed on the lights, you're trying to be fancy, and you do pilot it and you do cause that effect to happen. But
you know what? I'm gonna use an XP to reroll that.
All right, go
Just
for it.
let Aster have this cool moment.
Oh, you fail again.
Oh man.
So you
That's
swing
embarrassing.
twice, you swing one with one, and it almost looks like you're dancing at this point. Like the disco mode turned on music, and you're just swinging at the air next to this guy, and it doesn't even look like you're fighting. You're just dancing.
Is
Right
it
next to
sleeves
this
or
guy.
peg leg that's still alive?
Peg leg.
Peg leg. So Aster kind of like punch, but he accidentally does a dip and like catches him and he says, "Kiss me, Peggy."
All right, that's pretty funny, but that was your turn. Anyways, now it's. Oh, I think it's Peg leg's turn.
Yeah,
After,
right now he has a guy who has giant fist who just caved his guy's skull, and the guy who is dancing next to him.
So basically, he's super confused right now because he just saw two of his buddies get killed. Now someone's dancing next to him with these disco lights and music. He really has no idea what's going on. So he's gonna attempt to retreat and run back to the teleporter pad and access it and use it. Whether or not he actually does it, I'm gonna let whoever rolled, someone roll me d20. I'm gonna say that for him to escape will be a difficulty 5, 6. No, let's say 5. He's not trained or anything, so
Oh, we me and Mindy both rolled.
all right, so I'm gonna go with the first one. So he goes to run to try to escape, and he's fidgeting with the control panel, whatever. He's panicking super hard. The lights are flashing. He doesn't know. He's like, I just want to go. I didn't sign up for this. It was a simple mission.
No one runs from disco.
And yeah, he fails at running away. And it's your turn, your guys' turn again.
Yeah, can I just finish this guy off?
Mindy's just going to yell at him and tell him to put his weapons down and to put his hands in the air.
Like
You have to do it with the beat. That's the rule.
All right,
I
so
I was gonna just flavor kill him, but okay.
which do you want to do? Do you want to kill him or do you want to tell him to surrender?
Rodon votes for killing, but Rodon always votes for killing.
I'll let you guys vote for it democratically.
I would like to kill.
I'm unconscious, so I can't vote. But if I were conscious, I could vote. But if I were conscious, I wouldn't vote.
Yo, take one
Care about
experience
voting.
for that
He
role
doesn't
play.
believe.
Steve the robot.
All right.
Did you catch that? All right, cool.
I
Again,
vote for punching.
So
So we have
the
one per
other two guys have voted to kill him. So I guess that's what we're going with.
Wait, Aster, you voted to kill? Aster?
Aster's actually kind of ambivalent. It's like, wow, these guys are a lot more bloodthirsty than I remember. Oh well.
All right, so since Aster doesn't care and the robot shut off, and we have only 2 people who care about what we do, we are gonna have ourselves a PvP roll just to see who gets to decide what happens. So both of you roll me a d20.
Well, here's the thing, right? I was gonna flavor kill him since there's only one left, right? And we could kill pretty easily. I was planning on being like rocket engaged and then just rocket punching him.
You're gonna punch a hole through the ship.
I mean, that's all well and good, but there could be a reason she wants him to surrender. But let me look at your sheets to see if you have anything to add to this to add. Deception wouldn't matter. Let me look at Mindy. No, I would just call this just a straight up roll. There's no pluses.
I mean, like, I have breaking and pushing.
No, I wouldn't count that. So I would say that Mindy wins the. She manages to calm your bloodlust into the situation.
I don't know how that happens.
But she puts her hand on your shoulder.
Can you explain how you calm my bloodlust? Yeah, explain how you.
Remember that coffee that you had this morning?
I did not drink coffee. I punched coffee.
You punched coffee?
No, I didn't have any coffee. I punched punching bags instead.
Yeah, no,
That's
no.
what...
I thought you said you punched coffee instead of drinking it.
Coffee
mixed into the sand of your punching bag was like grounded up laxative, and now it finally hits you.
No, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't have to. It's
But
a one shot.
Yeah, either way.
I don't eat it.
Either way, Mindy, now that you successfully decided,
I want to hear the RP for this.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
No, I want to know how she calms me.
I just ignore you and step in front of you, and I tell the guy to put his weapon down, and I poke my laser into the small of his back.
And I assume that you're not gonna punch a hole through your comrade just for the sake of.
Yeah. So what's happening, right, is that the reason that she gets in front of him is because I'm fiddling with the rocket control where I just rocket punch someone. And so as soon as I like finally getting to work, I look up and she's there.
I like that. All right, so that happens, and you go to what you call it, to tell him to surrender. So can you give me a persuasion or deception roll or something like that? What do you want to tell him exactly?
I want to tell him that he needs to put his weapon down, otherwise I'm going to step away and let my friend punch his brains in.
I would say that's definitely a strong motivator. So just roll me a d20 intellect. I would say this is intimidation, or intimidation. I would say that this was going to be a difficulty. It was going to be a difficulty 3, but since you're like trained in trickery or whatever, that's going to knock it down 1. And then I was going to call your big bulking buddy there an asset 2 because he just did what he did. So that actually is a success. You did succeed.
Oh, wonderful! Because I was going to re-roll it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
So you see the guy drop his taser baton and lifts his hands up in the air, and he's like, "Don't kill me, man! I have a peg leg. What do you want?" And combat's over, and you guys can do.
By the way, guys,
I wake up screaming and shoot a stray laser out of my face. Where are they?
I don't actually want to kill this dude, like as a PC or like as a person. It's just my character. He would be
no, definitely for sure. That's just you play the character.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like I think it's a smart idea to keep one alive and use them as leverage. It's just this all for just kill, murder.
All right, so Steve the robot, give me roll me let's say a D4.
Punch.
Because you said you're shooting off wildly, so roll me a D4.
Well, he shoots off a wild laser, right?
All right, so on the 1, Your wild laser shoots at in the direction of the pirate.
Oh.
The 2, 3, and the 4 were gonna be your teammates, but you rolled the 1. So now I want you to roll to see if you actually hit the pirate.
Don't roll good on this.
All right. So you hit him, right? And it's pretty bad that the laser that hits him, like, it knocks him off his ass. But with your minor effect, I would say you can decide whether he dies or not, and you can also decide something else on top of that. But you definitely shot him. He's even more hurt than he was. Like, you shoot him, like, you shoot the peg leg from underneath him, like his peg leg goes flying. He falls to the ground, and yeah, now he got hurt from, like, falling.
Well, I mean, like, out of character, I don't want unnecessary bloodshed, but it would also probably be funnier if you guys come to this agreement and then his head explodes.
You could just kill him, but he dies slowly, so we can still get info out of him or something.
All right, I'll definitely roll with that if you want that to happen.
How do you kill someone slowly with the shot laser?
No. So what
goes through
happened
his
here?
internal organs and he starts to bleed out.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it goes through his liver.
No,
It doesn't do the lightsaber thing where it instantly
cauterizes or whatever. Cauterizes.
No, because actually, also cauterizing a wound makes it more prone to infection.
Yeah, but we're not trying to kill him with infection. That's going to take a bit longer than what we were hoping for.
I mean, it might cauterize the wound, but a hole in your heart is still a hole in your heart.
Yeah, but that would also kill you instantly instead of kill you over time.
Would it kill you instantly?
Either way, guys, I have a way to flavor this that works. But what do you want on top of that? I mean, he's gonna be dying slowly, but
excuse me, we're discussing the logistics of a laser through the heart.
But go on. Yeah, you can. Well, what other little minor effect would you like there? But while you're deciding that, I'll describe the little. So after you shot your laser off, it didn't actually hit him. It knocked his peg leg away. But on top of that happening, the peg leg got knocked in such a way that it stuck into like a wall or something nearby him, and he tripped and fell onto the peg leg, and it skewered him through the chest.
Oh, jeez.
So now he's bleeding out.
That's a convoluted way to die.
Being skewered through the
poor
chest.
guy.
But you're still able to talk to him or whatever while he's still badly hurt.
I imagine this guy's like at death's domain, and someone's like, "So, how'd you die?" And he's like, "Well, I got shot with a laser." And he's like, "Oh, that explains it. But it hit my peg leg, so I didn't die from that."
My fleshy part of my body.
But then the peg leg got stuck in a wall. Okay, and then I fell on the peg leg.
What does the environment look like here? Like
space.
You're on your ship right now.
We're on our ship.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't made it on the.
So this is the boarding part.
They boarded you. Yeah. Just to check your invites and see if everything's
Which were
fake.
Yes.
It's sabotage.
I
know you planned it.
I want to ask this guy if he knows Estello and what his reputation is.
He says, he coughs up some blood. He says, Estello.
For my minor effect, can I be like recording this guy's voice so I can imitate it?
For sure, 100%.
Cool.
So he's talking and he says, Estello, he's the one who sent me here. He's the staff coordinator. He's a good guy. Trusted him. How did this shit happen? Did he set us up?
He gave us the invitations that we showed you.
He coughs up some more blood. I don't know how he got some fake invitations, but we were told to attack on site after he's still coughing up blood. After we had several other people with fake invitations try to disrupt the wedding.
Who else has been trying to disrupt the wedding?
Say that again?
Who else has been trying to disrupt the wedding?
He says all manner of individual he doesn't say it in those words because he's dying and bleeding out, but he says like bounty hunters, like small time adventurers. Like the police force doesn't want to deal with this big of a. It'll just turn into a war if they came out here. So we got little guys trying to disrupt the wedding in different kind of ways. But
Could you give us some names? We could probably take out contracts with a bunch of different people.
yeah, that's what he tells you.
Those tickets were sabotage.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
see
wonder,
the video.
I wonder how
Guys.
his friend would have gotten the fake tickets. I wonder who would have given those to him.
Maybe Lesto isn't on the up and up as I thought. Or maybe he's that much of a fuck up.
Probably the latter.
You know what I think, guys? I think it's time for Plan Cyber Zombie.
So yeah,
You cut out. Can you repeat that?
Plan Cyber Zombie.
No, we haven't even.
so all right, so the guy starts dying.
Can we
Okay.
inject the guy with the
Seriously.
zombie virus?
You want
To
to turn
keep
into
him
a
alive?
zombie? He won't be smart or be able to talk to you, but he'll be alive and a zombie.
No,
He'll be alive as a zombie.
Mindy will pull out her little device and she'll can she heal him?
Yeah, you could definitely try to heal him. He doesn't trust what you're trying to do, so you're gonna have to roll to try to heal him anyway. He's trying to like move out of the way of your thing.
I'm gonna use.
He's stuck on a peg leg.
Oh, that's
I'm
true.
gonna-
Yeah, no. So the heal just happens, but you have to roll for the heal, I believe.
You do have to remove him from said peg leg.
I'm gonna use my ability Enthrall to keep his attention, so Mindy can do her thing.
I mean, you can
we'll-
definitely do that. Yeah. You can heal
We'll
him
pull him
without.
off.
Yeah.
We'll pull him off the peg leg, and as we do, we'll heal him for 5 points.
All right. So because he wasn't enthralled, he doesn't resist you guys at all. You get
Yeah.
him off the peg leg. You lay him down. You use your heal tech weird device to heal him for 5 points. You
Yeah.
can see kind of some of the blood dry up a little bit. You might want to put some bandages over that peg leg wound, but you can see that he's gonna survive. He's not gonna die anymore.
Cool.
Unless you don't want to actually kill him, but that's up to you guys.
I walk over for the first time because I've been kind of trying to cool down a bit, and I say, "You owe us for not, killing you."
Wait, can you say that again? You cut off for a second.
I said, "You're welcome. You owe us, for not killing you."
He's trembling. He's like, "Oh, but you look." He looks over, like you can see him looking to his left and his right. He's like, "But those my buddies, look at him."
How would you like to live forever? As some kind of cybernetic form.
I turn over to him and I'm like, "No."
You're no fun.
And I'm like,
All right, so if you're gonna continue to use Enthrall to keep him in place, you're gonna have to give me a roll on that. Otherwise, he's gonna try to run away again.
they're gonna be. Oh, I'm also turning on the jet-powered fist again, and I'm holding it in place, getting ready to punch if need be to intimidate him.
But either way, Steve, since you offered him that enticing thing about not dying, he's definitely interested in that, and that sparks his attention immediately. He's like, "Not dying? I can live forever?" You say?
Huh? Oh, I didn't make that promise.
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
yeah,
that was-
I can
heard
live
someone
forever
say it.
because I'm an artificial life form. Your shit,
Our voices,
buddy.
our voices are too similar.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to confuse you guys.
I looked at this guy and I say, "Realize he wants to turn you into a cyber zombie, right?"
Hey, spoilers.
So
He said-
here's the plan. You can either be a zombie, or you can comply to our demands. Your
He
choice.
says, "What are your demands?" He's shivering. What do you want? He's not trying to run away anymore now that you threatened him. I'm assuming you took out like a needle or something.
Well, Mr. Pegleg, you seem young. You're a young single man. How would you like to marry the woman of your dreams?
But I'm already married to the woman of my dreams.
Damn it. That would work.
Sweet Emma. I hope I get to see Emma. I hope I get to see Emma again. He's like almost crying at this point.
You're
Emma.
gonna report to your boss that everything came out a-okay here, and we were good, and you're gonna let us on the ship. Keep your mouth shut. We'll let you go.
Aster interrupts. Wait. If Elesto gave us these fake invitations with the purpose of us getting killed, we gotta be careful about what we tell him too. Like I normally would just trust the guy, but something's not adding up here.
Mm.
Can't stand it. I know you planned it.
He says to you, he says, I could definitely take you guys on board, but what are you gonna tell him about these two guys?
They made bad life choices.
They eloped. They fell deeply, madly in love and eloped. That's what we tell them.
We offered them some drinks, and they had a little too much, and now they're, I don't know, doing the honky. The best I got.
He says, all right, guys, whatever you want to tell him when we get there. And, you know,
If you say anything about any of this to anyone, I will hunt you down personally, and I won't make your death fast like that guy over there. It went to the guy with the collapsed skull.
You see his eyes get real wide. He's like, don't worry, man. I'm not gonna.
I'll make it slow.
Or we'll make it eternal.
Ooh, or we'll erase your memories so that you just suddenly like are in this room with a bunch of hostile people and all your dead friends, and you're like re-traumatized. Or is that too dark?
You want to re-traumatize?
Wow, we're evil people.
Oh boy.
No, he's just threatening it. He's threatening it.
And here I thought you were gonna like use it in some like super like actual fashion. You just want to re-traumatize.
No, dude. If you fuck with me, I will fuck with you in like a novel kind of existentially terrifying way.
Oh boy, that's super funny. Oh, but either way, he says, "Yeah, I'll take you guys on board. Just promise me one thing, please. Just promise me. When you guys get on board, just let me leave. Just let me. I just want to go home and see Emma. I'm gonna fly away. I'm not even gonna come back for the wedding. I just want to see Emma."
Yep.
I turn off the rocket again, and I hold out a hand to shake. It's still, I hold out a hand to shake.
Like your whole gauntlet head. So he reaches out, he shakes one of the fingers of the gauntlet. I'm assuming they're giant gauntlets. He shakes one of the fingers.
Big gauntlets, but I constantly wear them. Like I never take them off.
And you're also a very big man, so either way, he shakes two of your fingers. Let's say his
I
one hand
pull
is
him
like.
up.
He's like, thank you. He's like, thank you, man. I just, oh yeah, he's shaking your hand like he's grasping the other side of your hand with his other hand.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough touching.
And he's like almost hugging you at this point. He's like, oh, thank you for sparing me. He's drooling on your on your chest. He's like slobbing all over. He's like, let me clean my face before we go. You got a bathroom? I can clean my face.
You hear one of the gauntlets start to power up.
Get off of me.
He says, all right, don't worry. I'll be ready. You see him wipe his face off. He like uses his shirt to like clean his face and get the snot and drool.
Powers down. It powers down again a bit.
And yeah, so you see him key into his digital pad or whatever, his communicator. He says you see him compose himself before speaking. He says, yeah, we got 4 legit coming aboard. And yeah, you hear a voice on the other end, and it's a familiar voice. You hear Elesto say, "Roger," and yeah, you guys. He inputs a couple of coordinates into his little GPS wrist communicator device thing, and he before you guys go off, he reminds you that that the ship is just gonna be parked here, and you'll just have to be teleported back to it via some ship system or whatever, or via an escape pod or like some small vehicle or whatever to get back. But yeah, you guys are gonna have to take the transporter over to.
I look at Steve the robot, and I'm like,
those fake tickets put me in a mood.
do you have
Kool-Aid mood?
Do you have the song "Sabotage" on?
Yeah, duh. Will do. I begin to play sabotage.
I'm actually playing it for the stream. I mean, I know you guys can't hear it, but
I linked in Discord.
yeah, I'm playing it from there.
Nice.
I hope it's not too loud for whoever's watching, but let me lower it a little bit. But yeah, I'm actually playing it for the stream.
Nice. And I also have White Wedding for when that happens.
Yeah. Alright, so while you guys, I'm gonna lower it for myself a little bit. It's getting a little too loud. But yeah, so you guys are okay with being teleported? Is there anything you want to do before you guys get, he says, we're ready to go as soon as I hit enter. And he basically tells you, once you're ready, it's a couple of minutes that you guys have, but we're about to go, but.
Let's go.
Yep.
Yep.
Alistair's ready.
Alright, so he says, alright, got it. Boop. He hits enter on his wristband, and you guys all dematerialize for a moment, and you guys rematerialize in the docking or whatever bay of the pirate ship.
Can I paint a cool shot?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so as we get teleported, Sabotage is playing, and it's like that slow-mo of us four walking side by side, big dude with the gauntlets and all of us dressed up to a T. We're just walking in. I think that's a cool shot as we slow-mo walk in.
You guys are dressed up. I'm nude, as always.
But I think that's a cool shot to add to it. So
Aster's lighting a cigarette with like two repulsors.
And that's the scene as you guys rematerialize on the docking bay, and you walk forward towards the person who is greeting you, which is Alesto. But as soon as you guys rematerialize, he looks at Alesto, nods, says, "Thank you for the work, sir," and runs off. He looks before he actually runs off completely. He looks back at Rodon, and he nods, and you see he has one tear in his eye, and he runs off to where where there's escape pods or the smaller vehicles parked within the ship that he's gonna take his vehicle home and go see his wife, and hug her tight. Okay. But yeah,
We did a good thing today, guys. We did a good thing today. We brought a husband and his wife closer together.
Dude, Rodon rarely gives a chance to people, so this guy's lucky. This guy's real